So in the last episode, the Soviet Union was formed. And so now there are rebellious provinces that want their freedom from the Soviet Union. The Kola Peninsula was the first to raise up in defiance of the lands. And simultaneously were able to capture half of Finland. So, when that occurred, simultaneously, there was a rebellion in Georgia and Armenia that took lots and lots of lands. And then there was a Turkmen rebellion that liberated the Turkmens, the Uzbeks, and the Tajiks. Now that that's a problem, it gets worse. The Central Russian Rebellion was able to take the capital, Moscow. Expanded north, but the Soviet Union had lots of troops dispatched in this area, so they captured that area. They easily took back their capital and crushed the Kola Rebellion, simultaneously getting half of Finland due to the Kola Peninsula's Finnish takedown. They took down, now that they have all these lands, they took down all of the Armenian, Georgian, and independence. There were the independence movements, and they accidentally snatched some of Turkey's land, but Turkey didn't care and just became neutral. Now that happened, they didn't know about the Turkmen rebellion, so they took back Kazakhstan. But now they found out. And the Turkmen rebellion forgot about half of Kyrgyzstan, so they take back their cities. And China gets angry again. So they're like, And then they become neutral. Kyrgyzstan gets voted into the Soviet Union. And so does the rest of Central Asian rebellious states. So these rebellions were crushed, but soon comes the ultimate rebellions. So the Soviets managed to take Norway and Finland, but then came the Finnish rebellion. They managed to take back all of Finland, the valuable city of St. Petersburg, and the Kola Peninsula, while simultaneously managing to capture all of the Scandinavian states. They captured them with ease and established a peace treaty. The Finnish rebellion was strong, but there was one even stronger that came after the Finnish rebellion. The Siberian Rebellion. The Siberians rose up in defiance of the Soviet Union, and the Soviet Union was crushed. While that was happening, Denmark, Sweden, the Nordic states declared independence from the Finnish Union, but Finland didn't really care because he loved being his own country so much. They declared their independence slowly, and the independence took away more than half of the lands of the Finnish Union, but it was fine by the Finnish. Now, the Finnish rebellion was managed to take most of the eastern rebellious states. I mean the western rebellious states. They took back Estonian SSR first and formed the Finnic Union, now known as at least what is now known as the Finnic Union. So now they have the Latvian SSR too. And they're gonna form the Intermanium. But the Polish step in. For some reason, the Polish take the Soviet side as the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And the Polish began to storm the Finnic Union, but only after it captures Latvia. They were able to capture Belarusian troops too, but lo and behold, the outpost of Kaliningrad. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth had fell, but they took the side of the Russians and became strong again. They took the Lithuanian SSR, and even if they were strong with the Russians, they failed to the Finnics once they found out that the Finnics had the backing of the U.S. The Finnics were able to annex the entirety, but they didn't. The Finnics were good people and gave Poland its independence. Therefore, Poland became its own independent state. Here we go. Polish independent state. And Finnic Union was able to recapture all the lands taken by Poland from the USSR. They agreed. The Finnic Union and the Siberian Rebellion formed an alliance and teamed up to take the rest of Russia. By then, Russia was almost killed, and they were storming Central Asia to get the lands to kill the Soviets. So now they stormed all of Central Asia and are going for broken Azerbaijan. They dispatched from Kazakhstan Central to capture Azerbaijan. Dun dun dun. They're going for broke against the Azerbaijanis. Azerbaijani SSR has collapsed. The Armenians decide to go to war against them. This is disrespectful to forces of great power, they stated. And as those were final words. So, now they've taken the majority of the USSR. The red lines came in Ukraine and Moldova. Will the Soviets survive or will they not? Let's find out. ethnic unions was able to capture the majority of the Western Soviet Union and all of Moldova. Crimea became its own observer state, becoming the Crimean OSSR. They were able to capture Sevastopol, and Crimea became an observer state. So, sadly, the observer state rose in defiance of Russia too, and went wild, killing the Soviet Union. They decided to cede all their lands to the rebellion and form a great giant Russia. This Russia will be one of the great powers of the world, but that's